If you're a couple trying to get pregnant, then you know it can be a disappointing process in the best of times. But experts say at Thanksgiving and Christmas, it can be devastating. Here to explain why and give tips to make it through the holidays, certified obstetrician and gynecologist Dr. Perloe. Good morning.
Thank you, Karen.
Why the holidays?
Well, there's a lot of stress associated with getting pregnant at any time and having problems with it. But during the holidays, families get together, there's Santa and taking young kids, there's going shopping to the mall, and that's really stressful. Families get together and may make comments that they think are helpful, but, you know, when are we going to see a baby? And these kind of comments hurt.
But yet at the same time, it's a good time to start the dialogue, I would suspect, right?
Well, one of the things we tell people to do, it's very important to remember that you already have a family and celebrate why you and your partner are wanting to grow your family. And then also understand that those feelings of stress are normal, own them, and if there are situations that make you feel uncomfortable, decide ahead of time to avoid those situations. That's all right.
So let's give our viewers a basic fertility 101. Let's say there's a couple watching right now and they don't really know where to start. What would you recommend the first thing they should do?
Well, if you have tried to get pregnant for a 6-month period and you're over 35 years, or you've been trying for more than a year, or you know that there's a problem, someone who has blocked tubes or a sperm problem from the past or has had their tubes tied, then you can see a physician right away. Many couples start with their gynecologist and then move on to a reproductive endocrinologist, who is someone like myself who's been through additional fellowship training and focuses just in the more advanced fertility. And we'll check to see if the fallopian tubes are open. Is there an ovulation problem? Is the sperm count okay? And is stress playing a role? And how can we address each of those issues?
Are those some of the common problems that you just listed?
Those are the most common problems. We can find medications that may play a role, or simply smoking, or using a hot tub, or long-distance bike riding. So we really have to go in and evaluate the couple's history and see if there are clues that may allow them to achieve a pregnancy without having to resort to more expensive treatment.
So what are those options for a couple?
Well, if there's an abnormal sperm count, we'll see if we can fix that with hormones, or if there's an infection, treat that with antibiotics. If there's a varicocele, which is dilated testicle veins, we'll recommend surgery for that, or inseminations, or in vitro fertilization. But we really want to look at the entire picture, and there's really not a one-size-fits-all approach. So for some people who are referred in and think they need to choose IVF, we find that there are other options that will be far less expensive for them.
And I think the most important thing you said in this whole segment is celebrate the family that you have, that you do have family, people who love you.
Absolutely, and this is a time when you can start to build new family traditions that may be different than the ones in the past, and if the other ones feel painful and uncomfortable now, make some new ones.
Great. Dr. Perloe, thank you for that.
Thank you.
And listen, if you or someone you know has a question about infertility and the treatments available, just log onto our website, myfoxatlanta.com, and click on the Good Day tab, and we will have a link to Georgia Reproductive Specialist.